I'm unmuted, you just heard me burp. Okie dokie. Hello everyone, welcome to Dying Light. I am WolfE87 and I will be your runner for today. Welcome to some Fleet Fest. So, for those who don't know what Dying Light is, it's basically has been called Mirror's Edge with zombies. So that's pretty much it. It's got some nice parkour elements, some speedy stuff. Starts off a little bit slow, but you know, we'll get into it as we get into it. So timing is going to start when I click on normal, and I will count you down to 3, 2, 1, go kind of thing. So 3, 2, 1, go. And we don't want to watch any cutscenes because story is boring. We just want to go fast. So that's what we'll do. So here we have to sit through a couple of cutscenes. Just to start us off, the run will be a bit slow for the first 2 minutes. Oh, so that's exactly what Mirror's Edge was listening. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the run's a little slow for the first 2 minutes. And then it starts to kind of pick up around about 2.5 minutes in, about 2.5 minutes in, and then it picks up even more about 12 minutes in. So in Dying Light, we play as Kyle Crane, who is an operative for a I guess a corporation called the Global Relief Effort, and he has been tasked with recovering some stolen files by an ex-operative called Suleiman. We just have to listen to some awesome dialogue before we can start walking again. And the problem is that the place where we are is under quarantine. We're in the city of Haran, which is quarantined because there has been a zombie outbreak. And that's more or less the backstory. Oh, and the opening cutscene that I skipped at the start, we actually got bitten by a zombie and infected with zombie virus, I guess. So all we can do now is walk. There's nothing we can do. It's just listen to these people shit talk us and head up the stairs so we can talk to the boss of the tower, or we can try and find him and locate Kadir Suleiman, who is the guy we're after. So most of this is just movement and just trying to get through this part as much as possible. You'll see a black screen there, and I can actually start moving in that black screen, so I will try and do that a couple of times just to get going as soon as possible. Now here I have to trigger a dialogue, but I have to hit a point and then turn around, because I'm not going to take the elevator, which is what the game wants us to do. We're going to go back the way, which seems kind of counterintuitive. Because if we go through the elevator, we're actually going to have to go into the elevator animation, out the elevator animation, and then have a cutscene. So we're not going to do that, because that's slow. We don't want to watch cutscenes as much as possible. We want to just jump on his telly. Or we want to try and jump on his telly, get behind it, and then pull ourselves through the roof. And then get out of bounds just like that. So now we're out of bounds, and we're just going to walk around here, and we're going to just parkour our way down, hopefully without dying. So we grab that and fall down. We just break our legs a little bit, but unfortunately, just like in real life, breaking your legs gives you the ability to sprint. And now we're down here where we should be, skipping that cutscene. So I'm just going to kill this zombie with the kick of doom, and I'm going to open the door.
Easy. It's all right now.
And we find this gentleman who is hurt.
Down here on 13.
So I'm going to pick up a few items while I'm waiting for this dialogue to end. I'm going to pick up 2 duct tape, and I'm going to open that door, because I have to stand and wait on this guy anyway. And I'm just going to smack the zombie a few times, why not? We don't need that weapon either, because it's terrible. So we have to wait to speak to him, and now we need to find some stuff to heal him. So I'm going to grab another duct tape here, that's number 3, and I'll explain that why I'm getting that later. But we need to grab 2 items, some alcohol and some gauze to craft a med kit to heal this guy. And this sort of is the tutorial for crafting in this game.
Everything I'm gonna find.
So we get the 2 items, and we just run around, and then we create it. And then we heal the guy. And he's all better because of that. So I'm going to run forward and trigger a dialogue again, run back and pick up some more items. Metal parts, which allow us to repair our weapons.
And we're
going to pick up a 4th duct tape. There is a reason we're getting all this duct tape, it's not a fetish, don't worry. I'll explain that. And that's us heading back up the tower, having completed this first tutorial mission. So, we've done all that. And the big reveal on all the duct tape is about to come soon, but don't worry. We have to head back up and we have to head over and speak to the boss. And then he's going to give us some fashion tips and tell us he doesn't like the clothes we're wearing. So we're going to leave, and we're going to go change clothes. Because we like those fashion tips, and they're pretty good. So we change clothes, And then here we start duping. And I'll explain this after, because it's kind of tricky to get the timing right. I'm just going to concentrate for just a second to get this. So excuse me.
Not so fast. That's 31.
Just 1 second, guys.
We have to find out if you...
Oops, one more. There we go. Okay. So what I did there was a duplication glitch. Which is, basically, I am tricking the storage in this game. I'm tricking the game into thinking that I'm putting items into my storage when I'm actually taking some out. So it thinks I'm putting 3 duct tape into the storage, but it just ends up giving me 3, plus the 3 I already have. And this is the reason why I pick up 4 duct tape, is that it allows me to duplicate to a higher number faster. And the reason we go up to over 2,000 will become more apparent later, and I'll explain that when we get to it. So now we have to head over to the parkour tutorial, which has some stuff. Oh, we can jump up properly. Which has some small skips. Or has a small skip in it, but we'll talk about that when we get there. We did miss the best joke in the game, where he talks about you being a crane on a crane, which is a shame. You'll see me jump up in the air there. That's to refill my stamina.
Welcome to our...
This game is ran on current patch. Or I run it on current patch. You can run it in any patch, I guess. But I believe that it's a current patch run. Because the glitches mostly work. Some stuff did get patched, and I'll explain it when I get to it. Like, duplication used to be something different, but now it's only able to be done on PC with a mouse. So here we jump over here, and we're just going to do a skip here by jumping up twice. Jumping up here. We're going to pull ourselves up here, and we're going to boost ourselves slightly out of bounds. Which we got. Which we got. Good. Fantastic. This not only skips part of the parkour section, which is slow, it also allows us to skip an animation here. Because we're infected with zombieism, we actually suffer from seizures, kind of like Far Cry 3, Far Cry 2 even. So I'm going to start healing to skip that animation, because it's slow. The out of bounds stuff all works in the current patch. Some stuff did get patched, although new stuff got found to do kind of similar things. So we have to head back and speak to Raheem, who we will talk to later. So now we're walking down. We should technically still be up on the roof right now, but because we did that skip, it allows us to push on forward. And now we finally get to leave the tower, which is wonderful, because we're going to go out into the main world of the game.
Alright, they've given me an
So you'll just hear me spamming spacebar quite a lot in this. My spacebar actually squeaks now because of this game. We need to speak to the quartermaster here before we can actually leave, so we're going to speak to him. And we're going to take one of his items. We're just going to take this terrible gas pipe weapon, or whatever it is. Sometimes it's a wrench. And we'll use it to kill 3 zombies, and then we'll never use it again.
Okay, new guy, be careful out there.
So we have to chat to this gentleman, and he's going to unlock the door to allow us to enter the open world. Which is where the real fun begins. And the game will get even faster soon. So we're going to keep this terrible weapon just now, but here we're heading over to Dr. Zera, who is researching a cure, and he's going to give us a shot to give us a suppressant for... give us some antizin, which is a suppressant for zombieism, so that we don't become a zombie. Because if we became a zombie, this game would be relatively short. So we're going to jump over this fence and ignore the main mission for a little bit, and we're just going to go and harvest some plants. Pick up another one here, and we're using that, going to use those to craft something. And we're also running over here to pick up a disaster relief package, and we're also going to duplicate pretty much all these items that we pick up. So here, I'm going to, that's what they call it in the universe, it's zombieism, I know, right? So we're going to pick up this disaster relief package, and we're going to save and quit. The reason I save and quit is that this is going to place me back to where I need to go, but it's also going to let me keep my weapons, which is fantastic. Let me keep my weapons and my items. So I'm going to start moving forward, and we need to go and talk to Spike, who's going to give us our first outdoor mission to arm some traps for a night mission that somebody's going to do. And we're going to do a little skip here by hanging off of this, jumping through this wall, just like that, and then we're going to bump into that guy. And that saves of round about 1.5 to 2 seconds. But because we have to stand and wait on that guy to move anyway. So we just decide, nah, we're just going to jump through a wall because it's much faster. And there's a couple of points in the run where we do some kind of crazy out of bounds or crazy skips, which just allow us to save very little time. So we're going to activate some car traps. And now we're going to head over to try and rescue a runner who has been trapped by zombies.
Working for Spike.
Excuse me. So we're not even going to fight any of these guys. We're just going to walk away. And you'll see me kick here. You saw me kick earlier as well. And that's to refill my stamina once again.
Alright,
That will become a problem very shortly because I'll be able to get an item which gives me infinite stamina. I'm just going to hop over this fence. And I have to kill these two zombies. Oh my god, and the zombies are both going to fall down. And the zombies can kind of die super fast or super slow. And it just feels like a complete RNG. Okay, there's them both dead, which is okay, not too bad. We're knocking this door, open this, and unfortunately the guy we have to rescue has been turned into a zombie, so we're just going to kill him. And throw our weapon away because we don't need it. And then here we're just going to wait to be able to interact with this, and this is going to give us, this is a safe zone. And a safe zone is somewhere where zombies can't go, which is wonderful. So we turn this on, and we're going to run over to the stash, and we're going to do some more duplication. We're going to duplicate these 3 items. Oops, we're going to fail a duplication, so I'm going to have to get a call here. So I'm going to have to take this call here, unfortunately, just a little bit. Oops, if I can position my mouse, I'm really failing the duping. There we go. So we dupe up to 2050 of everything. And now we're going to again ignore the main mission, because we're going to do something here that's going to save a lot of time throughout the run. Like, a serious amount of time throughout the run. But we have to just kind of run away from the main mission right now. And we're going to head back to the tower and back to see our quartermaster friends who gave us the gas pipe right at the start. I picked up the disaster relief package and duped up to 2050, and the reason for that is I'm going to hand them in. And when you hand a survivor package in, you get survivor points. And we now have maximum survivor level. So I'm going to level up a bunch of stuff to help me craft and carry stuff and repair weapons. And I've also now unlocked the grapple hook, and I'm going to craft a speed booster, and I'm going to majorly save and quit out. Again, just to reposition myself on the map, we'll be abusing that a few times throughout the run. Attach this marriage with zombies. Yeah, kind of, but it does get different level. Yeah, so we're now max level in Survivor, and now we get this grapple hook. But we're going to dupe these speed boosters. Oh, we're going to try and dupe these speed boosters. There we go. And we're going to just arrange our inventory. Just how we like. I also now have a grappling hook, which is awesome. Hello, Purity. Thank you for the luck. So now we're heading up top here to take a call from our boss. Because our boss just won't get off our back about what we're doing.
Crane here.
Report.
So, one of the things you might have seen me do there, I did it quite quickly, was I went into my inventory through my quest menu, which may seem slower, but the reason I do that is if I go into my quest menu, even here, that does not use any in-game time. However, going straight into my inventory does use in-game time. So every time I go into the menu, I will always go in through the quest menu, just because I can take as much time as I like in the, what do you call it, in the menu, and not lose any time. So now we're going to head down here. We've taken that GRE call, they want us to do stuff, that's cool. And here we're just going to throw a bunch of firecrackers. We have like over 2,000, so we can just keep throwing them. And I'm going to use a speed booster here. And the reason I use a speed booster is because now I get to move super fast. Please, Feared. So what we want to do now is activate these 2 car traps before we can progress with the mission. So we're going to throw another firecracker just to distract these guys, and hopefully they don't hit me, because if they hit me I have to redo this animation, which they didn't, which is fantastic. So now we have a grapple hook and speed booster. So now we're moving super fast, and we can basically fly throughout the air. And now we're activating more traps for the night mission. This guy's being a jerk. So now we can go. We had to go a kind of strange way there because of that zombie, but that just happens. Excuse me. So, zombies in this game are kind of jerks. They block you, they hit you, they grab you, and
Okay, lights are all set.
they're just annoying. More of a nuisance than anything else. So I'm just heading up, and I'm just continuing with the mission of setting up these traps, and basically trying to grapple as much as possible. There are four resources in this game. Well, 5 if you include your health, that we have to manage throughout the speedrun. So I'm going to activate this, and I'll explain that in a second.
Building here covered in quarantine tape.
Oh, if I could heal.
Know what it is?
So I'm going to have to kick these zombies, because they're going to grab me if they don't. This zombie's going to grab me, I knew it. So yeah, we have to do nothing there. Then we're going to head over to where the next point is. So the 3 resources you have, or the 4, sorry, is your grapple hook management, your speed booster management, your combat stamina, and your out of combat stamina. When you have a speed booster activated, we don't care about our out of combat stamina because we have infinite stamina. So yeah, that's pretty good. Our grapple hook runs out after 4 uses, which is why you won't see me constantly use it. I will have to run in here and activate this to fix the power. I'll explain what I just did there in just a second. There's a lot to kind of explain right now, and I'm sorry if I'm trying to talk too much. So, you'll see me use my grapple around about 2 or 3 times before I start running a little bit, and then I'll use it. Then I'll let it regain, and then I'll use it, and this kind of thing, just to manage it correctly so I can try and grapple optimally, or as optimally as possible to get throughout the map. So, what I did there was I grabbed 1 quarantine zone there and 1 quarantine zone there. And the reason I grabbed these quarantine zones is I can use them as save points throughout the game, and I can warp to them whenever I like, which is awesome. It helps us get around the map. And we'll be using them both a few times throughout the run. So even though grabbing them is not part of the story mission, and it involves me going out of my way, it will save a lot of time later. So now it's almost becoming nighttime, so we have to get back to the safe zone before it becomes nighttime. And I'll explain nighttime as we come up to it. Oh, that was bad usage. There we go, up here. And our agility level's up, but we don't care about leveling up just now. We'll level up later. So much to explain. I've probably already forgotten stuff that I was going to explain. So here we rest, and now we have to head over to see Spike again, because he's going to tell us something bad happened on the night mission, which we prepared for last night. So the grappling hook is probably one of the most fun aspects of this game. It allows us to kind of traverse ways in which we can't really normally traverse. And it goes extremely fast, except when it runs out, and then it takes a while to recharge, which is a bit of a shame. So we'll talk to this guy, and then we need to take another call from our boss, because they are so needy, and they want to know everything about us and what we're doing. You only just unlocked the hook in your playthrough. Well, that's because you weren't cheating.
Crane here.
So we'll take this call, and here comes one of the, probably a run killer right now. And weirdly enough, it's not an enemy, it's a shop. Because the shops in this game have random weapons. We have to head back into the tower. And we need some weapons here. And because we're maximum survivor level, we have unlocked really, really powerful weapons. So we've become really, really overpowered really early on, which is the best way, obviously, to be. So we're going to sell a bunch of speed boosters here, which we don't need. And we're going to get some terrible weapons, so we're going to have to go to a different shop, which is awful. Standard marathon luck. And we're going to grab a quest here by speaking to that lady, which we will warp to later. Hello, Luna, my love. So yeah, we have to go to a different shop here. And we can go to a shop around about 4 times in this run. Generally speaking, if you're kind of going for like a super fast paced, if you don't get a weapon in the shop, you reset. But hopefully we get a weapon here. There's another shop downstairs, so it's not too bad. We want a machete and we want a rifle. Oh god, we got a pistol. Okay, we want a rifle. So we got a rifle and we got a kind of decent melee weapon, and that's all we need throughout the run. I did get a pistol, so I'm just going to throw it away. And I'm going to take another call here. And again, they're just so needy, they want to know everything. So we're just going to tell them what we've done. We've just met the tower boss Brecken, who is not the gentleman we're looking for. We're going to try and find Rise, who is the antagonist of this game. Spoilers.
I'm on a mission to get Antizin from the airdrop. If I don't succeed, they'll have to come up with something else.
So once this call's done, as you can see, it has a kind of blue shift over the screen. Once the colour drains, I'm going to immediately save and quit, so I can warp back to Sunny Apartments, which is one of the quarantine zones I grabbed late earlier. So we'll immediately save and quit. And then we'll spam space. Spam space as much as possible to get through the loading screen. And we're going to get... Well, I need to drop this weapon because it's just annoying me. There we go, get away. So we dropped that weapon, that's good. And here we're looking for these crates. Although they always spawn in the same place. Oh, that's a bit bad of a grapple. It's okay. I just stand and wait here because of that grapple. And we're just going to head over to... That crate had no Antizin in it, which is the zombie suppressant. We're trying to find it, which has been dropped as kind of support. Oops. Oh my god, I fell down. Oh my god. Could you get up on that fan, please, Crane? So, she says not to fight them, and we're going to fight them. So we're going to kill these guys. And the reason we kill these guys is because we want to open this without any problems and pick up 2 grenades, which I'll explain later. And we get a power level, which we will level up later. We don't need to level up just now. We'll do it later. So they had no Antizin, and we need to find Antizin. And there is another crate over here, which we're going to find. I don't want to. So we're going to grab that flag, which is going to give us an agility points, which is going to help us run faster. And now we're heading down to... Oops, that was a bad grapple. I don't know why I was attacking there. Kill these zombies. These should be dead, right? And we're going to check this one here. Now, unfortunately, our bosses, the GRE, feel that we don't need this Antizin here, so they command Crane to destroy it, which he does. And this is to allow us to try and find Rise and get close to him by trying to get the tower people, who are the people we're going to see right now. Whoopsie daisies. Oh, sorry, let me explain that again. We're going to the tower here, and we're going to see the boss of the tower, and tell him that we didn't find any Antizin, even though we did and we destroyed it. Because we want the guy to send us to go to Rise, who's the baddie that we need to find. The reason why we're here is to find him. And we want to go and speak to him. I'm going to switch to another quest here, and I'll explain that in a second. We want to find him, and he has Antizin, so now we're going to get sent to try and get some. So we'll save warp again, and this is why I'm selecting different quests, is that my active quest allows me to warp to different points in the map. It's as simple as that. So now Brecken, the leader of the tower, has informed us that we need to go, or we've volunteered rather, to go and speak to Rise to try and get some more Antizin because we are running out. So we're heading over that way. Oops. And he is over here in this compound here, which we will go through a few times. And we're going to do a little skip here by jumping through this wall, try not to fall out of bounds, and we're just going to get behind this guy. So that tricky out of bounds is like the one earlier, that skip, where all I'm doing is doing this not really complicated thing, but kind of flashy out of bounds, so I don't have to wait for this guy to move. I gain like around about 3 seconds from that, which seems kind of mental, the fact that you're doing this out of bounds. Oops, if I can get in the... There we go. So we've just met Rise, and he's going to give us some tasks to... In order for us to get any Antizin, he's going to basically make us jump through some hoops for him. So again, you'll see me use my speed boosters every time I'm out of speed booster, and you cannot top it up, which is irritating. You have to wait it out. You have to wait for it to run out. Oh damn, the Brood Raid. Thanks guys. That's awesome. So, the task we've been given is to go and turn on 2 radio towers. Now, I'm going to do this at night here, which is super scary, but it's more fun. So I kind of figured, you know, that's going to be a bit more fun. Let's do it the crazy way. I probably will die here. Well, not probably, I might die here. If I die here, I lose about a minute, so it's not too bad. We can turn, you usually would turn it to day right now, but where's the fun in that? And again, we have another call right now that we have to sit and wade through. There's a few of these throughout the game, and we will be able to skip a couple of them, but not every single one, unfortunately. Here I'm just going to equip my grenades before I forget. And the reason I picked up 2, because you would think I would only pick up 1 because I can duplicate it, is I'm going to do a death warp. Quite soon. Excuse me. I'm going to do a death warp quite soon, and again I'm saving and quitting just to position myself ever so closer to the tower.
What exactly
So,
am I doing?
we're heading over to the tower now, and the reason this game is so scary at night is there is more powerful zombies called nightmares. I forgot their name for a second, and there is one here, so I'm going to have to kill him. Oh god, he's a big one, so I probably will die here. Hang on, I need to concentrate for just a second. This might be a little scary. Oh, no, don't kill me. Okay, we died. That's fine. That's fine. There's 2 types of nightmares. There's the normal ones, and there's the super scary ones. Unfortunately, the RNG I got there, not that I'm blaming the game, gave me a super scary one. I should warp, actually. So, yeah, we died. It's okay. Not too bad. We just save warp and run back over. The gate's now open, so that's all good. Excuse me.
I'm shouting because this fucked up infected motherfucker with guts hanging out of his mouth spit a bunch of toxic snot.
Wow, Crane, language, please. This is a marathon. I'm sorry for that potty mouth. Yeah. So, those guys have armor. They take a lot longer to kill. And unfortunately, there's not much I can do about it. Oh, it's still shut. Okay. So we're going to throw firecrackers to distract them. Hopefully I should get through this time. We're going to kill this guy and this guy. Throw another firecracker just to be a bit safer. And activate this. And then we're going to climb the tower now. And the way we climb the tower is by grappling here. Okay, we're up the tower, we should be fine unless we fall off, which is entirely possible. And then there's a grapple here I can hit. And then drop onto the tower. And then we're going to see if we can activate this tower. Unfortunately, this tower does not work. I'm also going to change quest here. So we're going to kill this zombie, and we have to wait for this dialogue to end. So I'm going to go up here, jump up all the way to the top. Not only to get agility points, but I'm going to grab this flag, and I'm going to heal and stuff like that. And reload, just while I have time to wait. So now we can quit out as well, once the dialogue is end. And the reason we're quitting out here is this quarantine zone that we warped to, is going to put us right next to the radio tower too. So, one death at radio tower. I could have done the radio tower at daytime, and probably really not lost. I would have lost like about 10 seconds if I'd done it. But it's more fun this way.
The fence is electrified.
So now we got this radio tower. We can't grapple all the way up, unfortunately. We have to do some climbing. If I can get up, there we go. We have to do some climbing because the game doesn't let us grapple all the way.
I sure hope this fucking climb was worth it.
So we're going to head up to this radio tower and see if it's working. Hopefully it is. So we have to press F for immersion. And we find that this radio tower is working, so we're going to activate it. And I'm just going to zipline off for funsies. There's nothing else to do here apart from wait. And I'm going to switch to my grenades, because after this mission is done, I'm going to kill myself.
Right.
So we can save and quit. As soon as the autosave symbol appears, we can save and quit. And we skip this dialogue. And in the black screen, I'm going to start throwing one of these grenades. Hopefully not both. And we're going to kill ourselves. And the reason that we kill ourselves is we're doing a death warp here. We have to wait for some of this dialogue to play. And this death warp is going to put us back at Rise's garrison, which saves us a little, only about 5 or 10 seconds. But it saves time, and we want to head back in here. And we're going to go speak to Rise now. You'll actually get to see Rise for the first time in the speedrun. You would have seen him earlier in a cutscene, but we're going to see him right here. Speak to him. Don't care what he's saying. And we're going to go speak to Kareem. And Kareem's actually a bit of a bro. We'll find out later. And then we're going to leave. Just speak to the two of them to progress the mission, and then leave. So, now we're going to jump through more hoops for Rise, because Rise is a jerk, and he doesn't want to give us Antism. So we're going to head over and just extort some money out of some people, because that's what you do. So we're going to head over here, and we're going to take another GRE call. Oops, there we go. And this is another one we can't skip.
Crane here.
Report.
Another job for Rice.
Cream is a bro. Cream's awesome.
He's forcing me to collect the money he's extorting from a nearby village.
So again, there's a couple of these we have to sit through, and it is kind of annoying, but they're not too long.
Yeah,
In a speedrun, they're a bit more intrusive than they would be in a casual playthrough, but it's not too bad. So we're heading over to the first pickup point of the game. Oh. Got blocked there from a grapple, got jumped on by a nightmare. Hello. Oops, if I can get up here. Zombie says hi guys, and says that you should donate to the Birmingham Food Bank. So we speak to that guy, get a bunch of money that we're going to give to Rise, and in here we're going to do our final duplication, where we're going to duplicate grenades, so we have a bunch. We're going to sleep, turn it to day, and we're going to change quest. So a few things happened there, really quickly. So again, there we go. We can now warp. Now we can warp out. This is a speedrun marathon, so Fleet Fest is not me.
I'm running errands for Rice.
So now we're going to head over. We have to do a few extortions here, and we're going to go and do them all, just for Rise. And we need to get, because we really need this Antisyn for the tower, because supplies are running low. So we're going to meet another zombie type here.
I'm infected too, remember? Believe me.
Oh, I hit a zombie. Okay, a few things that can happen while you're grappling is you can get knocked out of the air by a zombie, and you can... Oh, by the way, say hello to our beautiful friend here. Hello, gorgeous. Let me just let him explode, because he's quite loud. So, a few things can happen while you're grappling. You can get knocked off your grapple, and we can also, whoops, if you actually grapple onto a zombie, sometimes the grapple just doesn't go off, which is a bit of a shame, but it's okay. So we're heading down here to another fishing village.
I didn't see
We're going to take these rocks down so we don't get any animation. Head down here. And then we need to just basically clear out all these zombies, which we're going to do with our really powerful weapons. Kill these exploders. There's one here, and that one exploded. Kill that guy. Oh, we hit that zombie. Kill this one, and try and shut this gate before any more zombies run in, because that means we have more to kill. Kill this one. There's one more. And then we're going to sit him way up here. He did die, right? No. Okay, now he's dead. Good. So now we have to get some more money.
Anybody in there? I'll leave you to it.
And then we jump out. And that's all we need. We need to pick up all his money. We threaten these guys. Break their legs if we need to. And we're going to head over to the final extortion pickup of the game. There we go, one pickup to go. Oh, we're going to go for a little swim, unfortunately, instead of grappling over these rocks. And I cannot see because of the water on my screen. There we go. So we're heading over here using our base grappling hook. And we're just going to sit and wait.
I'm here to make a payment for Rise.
Back already? We just paid off you bloodsuckers. And yet you're still doing
There we
it,
go.
aren't you?
We're going to get his money.
I made the
We're
connection
now
at the ferry
rich as
station,
F.
and I'm pretty sure I'm going to
So, we're not going to head right back to Rise's garrison right now. We're going to go and do an investigation. Very, very quickly. Just to find out what happened to one of his missing patrols. Just before we head back. Stealing, well, we're not stealing money. They gave us the money from their own free will, Brood. All we did was threaten them a little bit. Say, we're going to break your legs, you know, it's all good.
limb from limb.
So, we'll have to search this body here, just this one. And again, you'll see me changing these quests.
Not yet. Wait a sec.
And I have to pick up this envelope here. I'm going to shoot this guy because he's annoying.
Bring it back to me right away.
You're going to be a hero.
Around here.
And we're going to use a speed booster right as we cut out. I'm back. Okay, that's fine.
Popular person in town, huh?
That's weird. Okay, sorry about that.
You know the old saying, it's better to be fair than love.
Sorry about that. Just had to pause there just to make sure. So yeah, now we're heading back to Rise's garrison to give him the money. Apologies about that. So we're heading back over here. Whoops. Get staggered by some zombies. Get our grapple off. We're going to speak to our bro Kareem. Jump right into his arms. And then we're going to speak to the asshole that is Rise, but we don't care what he says, so we skip the cutscene.
Ah, shit.
And then here we have to speak to Mommy again, because she won't leave us alone. We have a little bit of a grapple bug here, which is fine. But we don't want to speak to Mommy, so we're going to kill ourselves.
Crane here.
Report.
I'm no longer cooperating.
Please, Brood. So the reason I can skip this is after I die...
This is Alfie.
Fuck you, asshole.
Wow, Brood. After we die, there's another dialogue that happens there, which actually overrides that dialogue. So I am now able to death warp and skip that entire GRE call, which is quite good. It saves quite a bit of time. So now we need to head back to the tower, and unfortunately we did all the jobs for Rise, and we were promised 2 crates of Antizin, but he only gave us 5 vials. Which, you know, I'm a strong believer in fair pay, and Rise just underpaid us by quite a lot, which is really kind of annoying. So we have to go and speak to Brecken again about it, the tower boss, and now we're going to go up and speak to
Finally, I
Raheem.
get to do some actual good.
And what you don't see here, because I'm going to skip the cutscene, is Raheem is very drunk, talking about blowing up a nest of zombies. And this here is probably one of the hardest jumps in the game, and it looks like it wouldn't be, but it actually is, surprisingly. So we have to go take this GRE call. Unfortunately, we can't skip this one. So yeah, we just need to wait. Oh, and we're changing our quest to something we want to warp to after this.
I want you to start the Antizin drops again.
So this call won't make too much sense because we skipped the last one. But what Rise wants us to do for more Antizin is to give him Jade. Now Jade is the person who saved us right at the start of the game in the opening cutscene, which we skipped. And we've not actually met Jade yet in the run because we've not seen her. And we won't, well, technically we shouldn't see her for a very long time, because we skip all these cutscenes. I like to call it Jadeless up until that point. So this is a bit of a longer call we have to sit through, unfortunately. But once this call is done, we're going to jump down, skip an animation, and then we're going to run back into the tower, speak to a guy to skip a dialogue, and then save Worf out. We're now going up to the school, and the school is probably my favourite mission in the game. And the reason we're going to go to this, we're going to go to school. Oh, we're going to skip that animation there. We're going to run around here, speak to this guy, which skips Jade talking to us. Again, a bit more Jadeless. And we're going to save warp again as soon as we're finished talking. Because now our mission can progress, and we can go to the school. So, unfortunately, yeah, we need to go to school. Crane's been slacking off a little bit with his work. we have to learn some stuff. Whoops, if I can do that, there we go. We have to learn some stuff, which is a bit of a shame. You know, if only Crane had stuck in at maths and stuff. I'm going to heal here and stop, just because I have to. So we're going to jump past these guys, shoot this guy, and we're going to enter the school. So we now enter the school. I had to slow down a little there, just because I was doing things wrong, but that's okay. We're fine. So we're in the school, and the school gets a little hectic at some point, and it might be a little fast to keep up. So we're just going to run through. It's quite quiet at the moment. We're going to kick this window open and jump through it instead of waiting for the door to open. And after we open this, we have a little bit of time to wait before we can interact with the next door. Oops. So we're going to heal up, reload our weapon, and stuff like that. And then we have to kill 3 guys here. So we're going to run past the first guy, kill this guy by chopping off his head, run back, kill this guy by chopping off his head, heal up again, wait to interact with this button. So we press the button as soon as we can. This guy's going to come through the door, get his head chopped off apparently, not. Okay, he's going to be annoying. Sometimes the human enemies in this game can be jerks and get blocked, which is kind of annoying because it uses up a lot of durability. So we're going to head through the through here, and we're going to kill like 4 guys in here. This guy's being a jerk. We'll repair our weapon here because we need to. And unfortunately, because I had to shoot that guy, it's going to spawn a zombie closer to me. So I will have to kill a zombie here probably. So we're going to do this. Kill this zombie so he doesn't annoy me. And this will lose me a couple of seconds before I can open that door, which is okay. So we're going to run through here. We're going to ignore this zombie who's going to chase us, and ignore this exploder who comes through this door, and go straight to this door. The exploder should kill that zombie behind us, which he did not. And now we have to run through here. Oh god. Kill this zombie. This has gone a bit ropey. Hang on a second. Okay. We have to just take this a little bit weird here, just because I jumped a bit too far forward, but that's okay. Kill this guy. Kill this guy. Kill this guy in my way. Oh, this guy's going to be an asshole. Kill these guys before we can leave. And now we can leave the school. Oh my god. So that school was a little bit bad at some point. Yeah, the guys can sometimes just start blocking all of your attacks, which is really annoying. But there's not much we can do. So we're going to wait for that sound effect there before we save warp. The game is very fast. It's tough, very tough to keep up with commentary, but I'm trying. And we're going to do a double save warp in a row here. We have to arrive into the tower, which is why we go to the first save warp, but then we can go straight up. So here we actually skip, I think we actually skip a cutscene here, I'm not sure. Now we skip right to the top of the tower, and we're going to speak to Raheem. And Raheem's a pretty cool guy. He actually becomes a lot better throughout the game, although in the speedrun you only really remember him for his jokes at the start. Now we're going to speak to Dr. Zera, and he's going to ask us to kill a... We're going to save warp as well, actually, after we speak to him. He's going to want us to procure basically some zombie guts. Of a special type of zombie who runs away from you every time you see him. So we need to speak to the quartermaster first, because he's going to tell us where one is. And now we're going to head back out, and hopefully it's still nighttime, which it is. Wonderful. And we're just going to head over to kill this zombie.
Hey, what's up, Spike?
So we're heading over this way, and he should be over this wall. And we got him. We're going to get his bolter tissue and save out. So now we have the zombie guts, and like with every save out, we keep all of our items. So as soon as we get that item, I can instantly save and quit safely, and I don't need to run over from there. I just have to now run over to see Dr. Zera again, and give him the sample.
Here comes your chunk of zombie guts.
So we run over to Zera. No, the arena's not come yet. And we're going to swap and wait for the sound effect to the side of this here. So there we go. We're coming up to the arena, unfortunately. So, what we find out now is that Raheem's a moron, and he's tried to use his explosive himself, and he's got attacked by zombies, which is fantastic. So we now have to go and rescue him. So we have to try and find him. So we're going to head up this way onto the overpass, because this is where he last was. Should be back. Should be back. Should be back. I think I'm back, so I'm going to go back. I don't know why this is dropping, Ali. I'm not dropping any frames or anything. I'm really sorry, guys, that this is happening.
No trace of Raheem.
So we're heading over here. It might just be the servers that are having troubles. I'm not sure. And now we have to head over to rescue Raheem. So, Raheem is now trapped in this train cart. So, we're going to throw a grenade, shoot this guy, and hopefully everything dies. Oh, no, something's still alive. Oh, there he is. Hello, sir. Kill this zombie. Kill this zombie. Please die. Oh my god, why are you all still alive? You just got blown up by a grenade. Okay, so many things were alive there. That's kind of bad, but that's okay. It's twice now during this run. Yeah, I know. Well, I paused each time it happened, so it should be okay. Like, it should be watchable at least. So we kill that guy, and now we get a cutscene where we find Raheem has a cut on his arm, but he's actually been bitten by a zombie. He just doesn't tell us. So now we're going to finish his job, because he didn't think he was going to make it, and he put some explosive charges onto a timer, so we have to go and plant them in the nest before we blow ourselves the fuck up.
Okay, I'm back on the surface.
So we're heading into the nests, and we have to place 2 bombs. Getting through here usually isn't a problem with the grapple hook. 259 is fine. So we have to get that bomb, and there's another bomb up here. Whoops. Jump over these. Jump over this. Along here, and we're going to place the second last bomb. This zombie might grab us.
Alright, got it.
So I'm just going to start slicing. Wait for this to open. Oh. Get wrecked by zombies. Try not to die. Speed booster. Bit scary. Okay. Kind of got through. That's fine. I'm going to try an out of bounds here, which is kind of tricky and kind of trolly, so hopefully it works. Nope, that did not work. Where I want to grab this fence like that, jump up in the air, and try and grapple over this fence, and I'm going to fail it twice in a row. 3 times in a row. Hopefully I can get this. This is a super trolly out of bounds. And it's one that I found. Oh my god, please let me get my grapple. And it should save about 30 seconds, but we're not getting it. If I fail it once or twice more, I'll just go through the casual way, it's fine. Oh. Let's try this one more time. Okay, there we go. So we manipulate our camera. Okay, whatever. Can I get up here? Please? Please, game. Don't be like this. Don't be like this. Game, please. Crane. Crane, grab the fence. Thank you. Okay, that's what's supposed to happen. Eventually happens. There we go. And we get this out of bounds here, which skipped the entire swim section. And we pull ourselves back in bounds. We jump over here and we activate this cutscene where we find Raheem, who has turned into a zombie, so we kill him. Which is a bit of a shame. Here I have to wait before I can leave, so I'm just going to do a bunch of management with speed boosters and loading and stuff like that.
Get back here. Don't
So I lost far more time than that skip should save. So now we need to head back to the tower. And the girl Jade, who again we still haven't, I just haven't met you yet. We just haven't met yet. Sorry, that just popped into my head. Had to be done. There we go. We have to tell her that her brother, who's Raheem, is dead. So she won't take that too kindly. Unfortunately, in this cutscene, we find Dr. Zera, the good doctor, is under attack. And we need to try and save his lab. So we're going to head over to Michael Bay and kill everyone here. Oh, that guy's going to run. Oh my god, there's so many people alive. Combat in this game is kind of fun, but it can be kind of trolly. There we go. And I think that's everyone. That's good. Okay, it can be kind of trolly, unfortunately. But we just try our best. Because we haven't leveled up yet. So we have to talk to that guy there who's dying, who's telling us that Dr. Zera has been kidnapped by Rise.
Zera's been kidnapped.
And we're going to head back into the tower and then skip this dialogue with Brecken. We're speaking to this wonderfully bearded gentleman. And we're going to go and buy some more rifle ammo because we have to wait here before we can save warp. Oh, that's pistol ammo. So we'll buy that, and we'll also switch over to Sunny Apartments. And then once we gain a legend level, which is now, we can now save warp. Well, he talked to you care about his Traeger, damn. So there we go. We find out that Zera has been captured by Rise, the jerk that Rise is, thinking he can capture people and underpay people. But don't worry, we're going to try and put a stop to his... excuse me, his questionable business practices, but that's okay. We're going to try and put a stop to them. So we're going to head over here, back to Rise's garrison, try not to get caught by zombies. Okay. As you can see, zombies just stagger you. We trigger a dialogue down here, and then we're going to head up straight to the top.
I can't say it was easy, though.
Right over here, right into here, and now we're in Rise's garrison. Now, the next portion of the game, from here until after we leave Rise's garrison, is probably one of the trolliest parts of the game. And I'm very likely to die here.
I could really use some
but we'll get to that in just a second. What I'm trying to do now is jump through here while I'm waiting on this phone call, which we got. Fantastic. Which means I now do not need to wait for this door to open, although I do need to stand here. Although I can move out and just reload my weapons and stuff and heal up. Make sure I'm fully healed. Make sure everything's all good. Okay, we're all good.
Wait. Just hang on. You can't just carpet bomb this place. There are still hundreds of innocent people in here.
So,
maybe thousands.
What's happening now is they're talking about destroying the city because they don't want the zombie virus to outbreak. But there's still quite a lot of survivors here. So, Crane's trying to bargain with them. Crane starts to develop an attachment to the city and its people throughout the game and starts to care about them. So, he sort of starts to become the hero of Haran, if you will.
You have 48 hours.
So once this is finished, we're going to use a speed booster, there we go. And then we're going to progress.
Shit.
A jerk that underpays people, yeah, I know, right?
Maybe I could pry it open.
So we spam F for the immersive gameplay. And then we're going to head down this elevator shaft, whoops, and then we're going to head into Rise's garrison. So, now we're in Rise's garrison. We're going to look for Dr. Zera, although I know where he is, because I might have played this game before, so we're just going to run past everyone. Head through here, trigger a dialogue in here, and then keep running.
Building looks empty,
And I'm going to switch over to my rifle, stand and wait here for just a second, shoot this guy, shoot that guy, just spawn, make sure I got that trigger. And now I'm going to head over and fight these guys. Now, I can die extremely fast here, so I'm a bit nervous about that. That guy's being nice, which is good. Throw a grenade here. Throw a grenade here. Make sure that these guys are dead. They're dead. This guy's not dead. Throw some grenades. Okay, we didn't die. Fantastic. Okay, we didn't die. Fantastic. Sorry, that takes a bit of concentration. Whew. That was a really good. That was a really good fight.
Before I could get him out.
Surprisingly. Sometimes those guys just start shooting the heck out of you and you die super quickly. Now we come to another great part of the run, which is the arena. Because we found Dr. Zera, but what has actually happened is Rise captured us. And he's now placed us in his arena to fight some zombies for his amusement. So this is the first time we actually get to speak to Rise properly, and we have to sit through this cutscene. One of the most other unfortunate things about the arena is a skip has not been found yet, and I lose all my weapons, unfortunately. Before I go any further, before I forget, I'm now going to level up my power and my agility right here. Because this is when I need this for. I don't really need it for any other point in the run, because my weapons are so overpowered, and I use speed boosters, so I don't need the agility levels, really. They can be helpful, or the power levels. I wait until I use 3, I can have all 3 points. So, this is a difficult part of the run, probably the hardest part of the run in my opinion, where I have to fight a bunch of zombies who may or may not die quickly. It's up to them, and it's up to the game. So, let's go. I'm going to try and explain this on the fly, but it's going to be quite hectic. So I'm going to pick up a weapon, because I have no weapon. And I'm going to jump on top of this. And I'm going to use some explosives. Pick up a bunch of firecrackers and this rebar. And I'm going to lure the zombies, wow, to that. And I'm going to explode it. And I don't know how many zombies died. We won't find out until we turn around. It might not have been a lot. I need another firecracker. Yeah, not a lot died, so that's fun. So we'll throw a couple of firecrackers here and just try and get them bunched up a little bit. And then we'll just start trying to kill these zombies. And we're going to lure them over here. Because these final zombies, I'm going to kick. And I'm going to grapple them. Come on. There's still quite a lot alive. Because these spikes insta-kill these zombies. So we just start spamming the grapple button, spamming the grapple button. Someone behind me? No? Okay, we're good. Hello. We're going to kill these zombies. Make sure they're all dead, because sometimes they just start crawling around. I think they're all dead, so that's wonderful. We're going to try and bring these zombies out. We have some virals, which is just RNG. I could die here very easily. Yeah, okay, we died. That's a shame. For some reason my grapple doesn't go off, which is kind of annoying, but it's okay. Dying doesn't cost too much because all the zombies that are dead are already dead. So now we need to head over here. We're going to kick that zombie. Kick this zombie. Try and kill these zombies. Oh, we got a viral, so we're going to run over here. Hopefully he chases us. Hopefully they chase us. Come on. Come on, chase me. Thank you. Okay, this was not a great fight. What? Nice hitbox, dude. I'm hoping this guy's going to die in this hit. Oh my god. Come on. This fight is extremely trolly, but that should be everything. Okay, so everything has died. And that was kind of awful, but it's okay. So I need to wait for him to drop a knife down so I can trigger the next fight. So I'm going to pick up a couple of rebars, and I'm going to stand and wait. Not the worst fight I've had, I'm not going to lie. So Rise is going to drop as a machete, which is going to replace one of our weapons. And then he's going to drop that down, which has a demolisher in it, which is a big zombie. So, that fight can either go really well, either all the zombies get exploded really quickly, or they don't. And there's nothing you can do. So this guy's going to charge us, and we dodge in the cutscene without doing anything, and I'm hoping I'm going to dodge here, which I got hit, so that's okay. And I'm going to stand over here, make him charge, and I'm just going to throw this at his face. And I'm going to make him stagger. Do 2 hits. Jump back. Hope he charges again. Okay, no he doesn't. Oh wow. This should kill him. Oh, he missed. My god. Nice aim, bro. So I'm hoping he's going to charge me. Charge me. Charge me. Oh my god. Okay, so this is going remarkably well. Ow. I might die here. I need my rebars, and I can't find them. Okay, there's one. Come on, charge me, please. Okay, good. So this fight's not really gone that well. It either goes really well or really bad, but he should die now. Oh my god. He should die now. Please stop. Okay. Please die. There we... Oh no. There we go. He's finally dead. That just took a bit longer than I expected. So now we have to wait for a bunch of viral zombies to come. So we're just going to run around just a little bit to try and group them all up. Jump onto fire because we can. And then we're going to stand atop here and basically hit these guys into these spikes. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my god. Zombie, come! Oh, he's dead. Okay. Okay, so that's the arena done. We died once, but that's okay. And the Demolisher fight was really bad.
Too bad it's a one-time performance. This will only prolong the inevitable. But
sorry about that. It's a bit intense, a bit crazy. But throwing attacks worked remarkably well against that guy when he's charging. When he's charging, he seems to take more damage. I presume it's a counter hit or something like that, but I'm not entirely sure because I've only just figured that fight out. Like a better way of doing it, which did not work there. So we grab that med kit, which Rise Pathly gives us, and now we're going to head through this part. We do a kind of a skip here, like a faster way up, by just grabbing a trigger and then heading up here. We're going to run round here so we don't get exploded. It's a bit safer. And now we're just basically trying to escape. There's nothing I can do here apart from run. There's not really a faster way of doing this apart from the dev intended way. Although I will kick to refill my stamina because I've ran out. We killed all the dudes in this section. Yeah. I shouldn't need to heal here. I'm going to drop and try and grab a ledge, which will put me down to 1 HP. Oh, I missed it. Okay. Dropping and grabbing a ledge cannot kill you in this game. And here I'm going to side hop because I can't run in water, but now I can run since I'm out of the water. I'm going to head up here, this way. And now we're going to try and head out. We're safe now, there's no bad guys, we don't have to heal, everything's all good. And yeah, we have got past the arena, we've escaped it. Wasn't too horrible, could have gone better, could have been worse, but that's alright. So we're going to head over here, and now we can escape. And we escape.
I found a way out of the arena.
He wanted to do to death and take his gun, damn. So, we have to take another seizure. Well, we don't have to. We take another seizure here. Because now we've actually not had Antizin in quite a while. Well, in really like less than an hour. But the game thinks quite a while. And all we do is walk here, and side hopping is faster than walking. So I don't watch where I'm going, I just kind of watch the map. And roughly know where I am. And I want to kind of go a direct path here. And we're going to come up to another quarantine zone, which I'm going to get to later. There's zombies here. Oh, there's a powerful thing here, which I'm going to try and just get round. Where the zombies spawn is completely random. There's nothing we can do about that. So we're going to head round here, head over here. We're going to grab this, take another seizure. Okay, at times, well, you know, Andy, we can also do this, you know, back hopping as well. It's all good, folks. Maybe just walk into the thing. So, we grab that quarantine zone, which we're going to use right at the end of the game to warp back to Rise's garrison, where the final showdown is. And now, once we take our next seizure, we don't have to keep moving, we can now stop. And I'm just going to hold space just to start skipping a cutscene.
Sarah's dead.
So because all my items have been taken away from me, I am going to get rescued here.
Kareem,
Because Kareem's going to give us back all of our items, which is why I said Kareem's such a bro. So I'm going to basically pick up everything. Oops. And then I'm going to rearrange my inventory again, just how I like it. Because I use my mouse buttons to cycle through it. I'm also going to change my quest to Stuffed Turtle, and I'm going to save and quit. That was a little slow, that's okay. So there we go. And now, we said, if you've done this optimally enough, which sounds weird, you shouldn't be able to grapple here. Which I can't.
Yeah, she called to thank me after I got the antenna tower.
Straight away, but now I can.
Contact her when you get there.
Good idea.
So we're heading over to go and meet the saviors. Oh, and we're going to fall right down, that's okay. Oh, this is a weird pathing. That's alright, no, don't worry about it. Jump. We're heading up to meet the saviors, who are going to basically take us from one map to the other. This game is basically 2 open world maps. This is as far as you've gotten in the game. Well, time for spoilers, I guess.
You're in for some hard work if you think going to Sector 0 will get you off Rice's shit list, but wait here.
Yeah, you did, Al. You've got no excuse. So I have to wait for this guy to talk. I'm going to jump up here and just use this time to repair my weapon, make sure I'm loaded up. Fire a couple of victory shots in the air after surviving the arena, thank God. And then once I speak to this guy again, we'll speak to him, and then we'll save warp. Because we're not interested in speaking to him again, we just want to progress the mission as far as we can before we go any further. So, we're coming up to the sort of, this is, well, the arena's kind of the halfway point of the game, although this feels like the halfway point of the game. Because at this point we're now jumping over cars. We're heading to the second map. Oh, we're going to land on a zombie, which is fine. Try and hit that grapple, which was cool. And we're heading over to the sewers that link the 2 maps. So we're heading over to the kind of, I guess, the link between worlds, as it were. So we're heading over here. We're going to have the speed booster again before we go in here, which is fine. We grab that speed booster, and now we enter the sewers. So, we head into the sewers, and we have to just make it through these sewers to basically get to the next part of the game. So, we activate this cutscene, we let the save come up, and we're actually going to save and quit here, which sounds kind of strange, because I'm just going to appear in the same place I was.
First, Jank was reluctant to
But it makes the guy I have to speak to move to where I can speak to him. So normally I'd have to sort of wait for him and follow him, and he would walk all the way over here, but we can speak to him here. We're going to do one of these things here, where we just jump through the fence, or we don't. We're going to try, I think I'm too far away here. Okay, we should be fine now. Jump through the fence, and just kind of phase through it. We're going to head up there, that's going to skip a part of the sewer, and then we're going to do an out of bounds here, hopefully. This can be a bit tricky. Oh, we got it first try, nice. Oh, we're going to head over here, down here, trigger a dialogue here, trigger the zombies to come in, and we're going to head up. This out of bounds, that kind of skip and these 2 out of bounds more or less skip the entire sewers. We're going to head over here, back in bounds and hit another trigger. We're going to head out here. Oh, can I get this grapple up? There we go. Wonderful. We're going to head down here, and then Rise should have this guy by the balls, and he does, which means that we hit everything, all the triggers we wanted to correctly. And now we're going to, basically we've just jumped to the end of the sewers, where we have to do a little bit of a fight. We have to swim a little and do a little bit of a fight. There is a little bit of tech in swimming, and I will talk about it later when we get to a longer swimming section, not just now. Because we're going to get shot at just now, and regardless of where our health goes to, we should be fine. So, we're swimming through this section here, have to swim through this pipe, we take a couple of shots, it's not really a big deal. I have to kill one specific guy in this next room, although I will kill 2, because one of them will kill me if I don't. So, we're going to kill this guy here, throw this grenade, that should kill that guy, and the door should open. So we'll throw like 2 grenades, and after the second one explodes we'll start moving. Oh, we'll try not to die here. Very, very scary. Okay. So we got through that pretty unscathed. We're going to head up here. Whoops, didn't mean to jump, I meant to grapple. And in this room, I'm going to basically try and grapple over all these guys. Although if you fail this grapple, almost like that, you can die very quickly. And now, oops, now we're pretty much through the sewers. We just have to interact with this door, and that's us done. That's us done with the sewers. And now we're into the second map of the game. We're now where we are looking for Jade. She has already come here, but we were trying to find her. Oh god. Okay, these grapples are a bit weird, so I'm going to have to go along the ground. Oops, missed that grapple. That's okay. So we're heading over to this tower over here to meet a girl called Troy. If we could grab something, that'd be wonderful. Okay, apparently Crane's not feeling about like grabbing anything, which is fine. So we're going to grapple straight to the top of this tower rather than climbing all the way because that's slow. Head up to here. Troy is a girl's name. We're going to hit this, speak to Troy, jump up here, and then we're going to head over to the university. And the reason we go to the university is because that's where we think Jade might be. Oh, I should speed booster here before I go anywhere, because I'll probably die if I don't. So we're heading over here. See, there's Troy. She's a girl. Told you. So we're heading over to the university, and we're going to look for Jade. Unfortunately, Jade's not going to be there. So we're going to head into here. Whoops. Out the way.
Jade.
This guy's just going to stand and awkwardly look at us for a few minutes before we can start talking.
Who are you? What do you want?
And we're going to speak to him twice. Once to progress the main story mission, and once to pick up a side quest, which we won't do, but it's used as a save point for later on. So we're heading over this way. We're going to have to head back to the tower.
Troy, this is Crane. Do you copy?
We're heading back to the tower just as quickly as we can with the grapple hook and speed boosters. One of the things I should talk about now, I guess maybe probably should have talked about it earlier, is one of the side effects of the, oh, that grapple might kill me. Okay, no, we're fine. We have to speak to this dude, sorry, hang on. Speak to this guy, and then we have to go back and speak to Troy. Because I said this city is under quarantine, one of the things, oh, we fell down, nice. One of the things, Mike is super far for you, what? So one of the things that is a side effect is that there's a communications block. There's been radar jamming and there's no outside communications, which is why we have to turn on the radio towers earlier. And what's happened now is that one of my allies has found a way, to get through, or may have found a way to get through the jamming signal, where we'll have to go and activate a third radio tower, but we'll get to that later. For now, what we're trying to do is to blow up a hotel, because that's just what you do in a zombie apocalypse. So again, we're swimming a little bit of a section. You see it was audible in stream. I didn't hear you at all. I didn't hear you at all. Don't worry about it. So we have to go to the hotel, and we have to find Michael, who is in here trying to blow it up, because it's full of zombies. So again, we're going to do this thing here, where we kind of just phase through this gate with a bit of parkour very easily, and we're going to run through these guys, and that skips a large section of getting to the hotel. There is an seizure animation here. Oh, I'm listening to the stream. Oh yeah, of course. That's fair. And we skip that animation there just by doing a grapple. So we have to wait for this guy to talk, and we'll speak to him, and then pick up these detonators and head into the hotel. So we pick up 4 explosives, and we're going to head up. Now, one of the weird things about the insides of this game, the interiors of this game, is they're all kind of broken. Head over here, grab this button, which we did. Fantastic. So there's a lot of out-of-bounds trickery in a lot of interiors in this game, as you may have seen, or you have seen throughout the run. And they will become... It's very strange. It's kind of a nice mix, I find, this game, because there's fast-paced movement. There's the grapple hook, which is hell of fun. The combat, while frustrating sometimes, is kind of meaty. Not incredibly in-depth, although it can be. I'm just going to try and skip an animation here with a grapple, which we failed to get. So we need to climb the elevator, which is a shame. So it has a lot of...
Yeah, for now.
I feel it has a good mix of everything. There's a good amount of RNG as well involved. And I like RNG in speedruns. Some people might not, but I do. So unfortunately we should be able to grapple to the top there. It's a little tricky. But since we didn't, we have to climb the elevator shaft.
Michael.
So now we're going to head through here. We're probably going to get stuck on this door because for some reason we have to wait for a dialogue trigger. Which is... should be now. Should be now. Wait, game, please. Oh, there we go. For some reason the game wouldn't let me through. We're just going to run through here. Wow. So we're just running through here and we're just going to... As I understand how explosives work, you're basically going to cook them. And we're just going to throw some firecrackers here just so guys don't attack us or grab us or anything. There's 2 on this floor and 2 on a floor up. So we'll do this one and we'll immediately save and quit once we get it. That saves us trying to jump back through all the zombies again and puts us in a nice spot in the hotel where we can get up to the next level. So, we get back here, and now we're heading upstairs. Now I'm going to kill one zombie here and run a bit forward, like that, just to grab a save point, and then I'm going to grapple here and try and get an out of bounds, if I can get it. There we go. Took 3 grapples, but that's okay. And now we just pull ourselves out of bounds. Just like that. We jump over here, we jump over here, and then we drop down into this room like this. And then we activate this, cook some more explosives, and then we're going to quit out. And the reason I do that out of bounds is because if you go through this door the normal way, there's actually a cutscene where it introduces the baby zombies. But we don't see it right now, we'll see it later. It introduced the baby zombies. So we're going to ignore everything here as usual. Get up here and go to the last room where we're going to shoot this guy, which explodes all these guys, and then cook our last explosive. And we're almost done with the hotel. Okay. There is another out of bounds which I'm going to have to do, which is extremely tricky. But we're going to head back down, and there's no rush right now because we have to wait for the game to kind of catch up to us. So we'll just reload, usual stuff, while we're waiting. This game is extremely fast-paced in areas, but it has some downtime, which I quite appreciate. So Michael's being attacked by zombies, and he's going to escape, so we need to find his detonator, and then escape the hotel and blow it up ourselves.
Michael!
So, we're going to head back down the elevator, but the elevator's going to crash this time. We're also going to phase through the floor there, but I don't know if you saw that. It's quite tricky to see if you're not looking for it. Oh, sorry, I think I just punched my microphone there. Or I just moved my hand and slapped it, I guess. So, we're going to leave this right now. Need a speed booster as always. Heading over this way. And now this exploder can kill us, but he did not, which is fantastic. And then here we're coming to probably one of the trickiest out of bounds in the game. But we're going to pull ourselves up here, and this is quite fast. So I might need to concentrate just for a second here. Nailed it. And we got it. Fantastic. Okay, so, sorry. That out of bounds is really tricky because you're having to sort of position your landings and stuff like that, and your grapples have to be kind of specific. Or the first 2 of them do. The third one's not too big a deal. That grapple saves, that out of bounds, sorry, saves about 30 seconds.
I know, but I lost my one and only way to reach him.
And it's very, very difficult. No, this is not world record at all. So we're speaking to Jade again. We found Jade, kind of. And here I'm going to speak to this poster. Speak to this poster. Examine this poster. Which skips all this dialogue. And we're going to head. We have to head back over here to grab a trigger. To then head back over here. Whoops. Whoops. And hit a kind of a difficult grapple into this room, which we did not get. Unfortunately, we need to try and get in this room. This is where we're supposed to meet Jade. Although, guess what? Jade has been captured. Shocker. We're also going to change to Ripper Gunsmith. So, Jade has actually been captured, and like Dr. Zera, and like Raheem, we need to go and rescue them. So we're going to go and rescue Jade. Although Jade's a bit cooler than the other two, I guess. She's a bit more badass. So we're going to head out. Can I speed booster? Thank you. Head over this way. Head over this way. So we're heading over to find out how to get into Rise's new garrison. He has a couple of garrisons. The guy has two well, he has a regular home and a holiday home. Showing off a bit too much in this zombie apocalypse, you know, which I don't really appreciate again. But that's okay. So we're going to jump in here, trigger this dialogue, and skip it by speaking to this guy, and also pick up a quest off that guy, which we'll use to save warp. Speak to this guy, and now we just need to kind of wait for our mission to update. So we're just going to run about a bit, just wait. So the mission is updated, and now we can warp again. So we're going to warp to fan zone, and again, we're running a bit at night time. And again, yes, there's nightmares around and all this kind of stuff, but we don't particularly care because we're too fast. Apart from that nightmare that jumped straight in our face earlier. So we're going to do a bit of a scary jump here into the blackness and hopefully land properly, which we did. Good stuff. And now we're going to head over to Rise's garrison. Whoops. And unfortunately, this part of the game is where it kind of starts to slow down a little bit. There's kind of small bursts here. Whoops. Grapple. Grapple. Okay, no, we're fine. Okay, so, apologies. Just a bit tricky. Okay, where the game kind of slows down to a bit more of a linear section. And there's a couple of cutscenes here which are not skippable, unfortunately, that I've found. Or that I don't think anybody's found a way to skip them. So hopefully it won't be too boring for you guys. But there's be some things we can talk about. So here, we're going to enter Rise's garrison in the hopes of rescuing Jade. Jadeless is about to be over in about 3 minutes or something. So we're running through here. We're not going to speed booster because speed boosters does not affect us underwater. Now, you'll see me swimming along the ground, and the reason I'm doing this is I'm actually holding crouch. If I hold crouch while I'm along the ground while swimming, I move ever so slightly faster. Like, oh, that's the wrong bit. Whoopsie daisies. Forgot where I was going. And if I'm up close to the roof, if I hold space, I'll swim ever so slightly faster. So you'll always see me try and go along a roof or try and go along the floor. Here we can get one grapple off, just to pull us a little bit further forward, and we're back to swimming again. It's good exercise for Crane. He's not been doing much this game, you know, not even doing any running around or anything. Who cares? So we just have to grab some triggers in here. I've not found a way to go out of bounds here just yet, which is a bit of a shame, although I'm sure it's possible. Somewhere, just need to find it. So we're almost done with this swimming section. It's not too bad a swimming section, it's a little long. That's okay, and again, here I'm going up along the roof, holding space just to move ever so slightly faster. And we're going to have another seizure here. Which we're going to skip by using the speed booster. And then we're going to head through this part.
Troy.
I hear you.
So, oh god. Almost fell down there.
Easiest part of it. You realize that, right?
So we're heading in the kind of secret entrance to Rise's garrison.
My job.
But we will have to do a couple of fights here. We're going to do this big jump here. And then we have to kill these two guys. We killed them very quickly, which is nice. And then here's another point. I can die very, very quickly. Because the enemy's aim in this game can be really fast or really bad. So we kill these guys. Kill this guy. How did you get so close to me? What the heck? So we kill those 4 guys, and now we're going to head up to the highest point, and this is the scary part. So we'll kill that guy, and we're going to hide a second just to kind of find out where we are and where the enemies are. We're going to heal as well, because this is a little scary. Oh, he is dead, okay. And this guy is there. Okay, good. So we killed that last guy. We're going to have to wait for a guy to spawn through here. Kill him. Kill these two guys. And then we're going to have a seizure here. After we open this door, there's nothing we can do.
No.
So we have to stand and wait through this. You know, again, grab a speed booster. We're going to heal here just to be full health. And then we're going to do a little skip here if I can get it. This is a bit trickier than it looks. We kind of just phase through this wall. And that means we can get right here without having to do anything. We're just going to run past everyone here. We don't care about them. We don't have to kill them. Run past all these guys and into the hallway of zombies. We're just going to run and jump our way. And right at the end we're going to try and jump up here. Jump up here. Try not to die here. Kill these guys. And then here we have to kill a bunch of zombies. So we're going to kill that one as we land. One of them's going to explode, because of course he is. I think we're okay. We're good. Okay. So here, we're finally going to meet Jade. Which we do. Hello, Jade! Finally, we've met Jade, who's kind of the romantic interest in this game, but we don't really see that during the speedrun. About how you guys grow a little bit closer and you become friends and all this kind of stuff.
Give me a minute. I'll be right as rain.
So now we have a bit of a cutscene to wait through, where we get to listen to Rise Preach, which is obviously the best thing. Oh, so, sorry, I'm just taking a couple of drinks of water right now.
How do you think I broke the connection between the sectors?
Jade is waifu. She is. This is not PB pace. But I don't know actually, they did pause a couple of times. Might be, who knows. I doubt it. So, like any good baddie, Rise is going to place us in situations where we can escape. So, we're going to have to fight a bunch of zombies. We're just going to throw a couple of grenades. Oh, I need to repair my weapon. Whoops. So we repair our weapon. We don't want Jade to kill anybody because she's slow. We kill them all. Good stuff. They should all be dead. Oh, there's one still alive. My apologies. Hello. Took a few hits there. That's okay. He should be dead, right? He should be dead? Okay, he's dead. Okay, good. That's a bit weird. And now we have another cutscene again. And like I said, there's a few cutscenes here which we can't skip. And this is where we find out where Jade has been bitten by a zombie and is about to turn, and both of you are about to turn, and both of you need Dantism. And this is where Rise shows us how good a rugby or American football, I guess an American football player he is, by showing how good at throwing he is. Here he comes. Look at this throw. What a baller. So the both of us are about to turn, and Crane, being the selfless hero that he is, offers it to Jade. Because he's a legend.
Jade, here. You take this. Come on. Listen, I've still got some in my system. You need this worse than I do.
Crane, I just want you to promise me one thing. When the time comes...
First try. I don't know, I think he's practiced. No, he must have practiced that throw easily. Like, oh, guys, I didn't throw it right. Can you throw it back up and I'll throw it to you again? I want to do a cool throw. So here, we're actually going to move ahead of Jade. We're supposed to follow her, but we're not going to. Whoops. Oh, there's no door here. And this is another point where we're actually kind of walking, where side hopping is faster. And we have to go through certain doors, these two doors, and again, these two doors, because Crane is actually now hallucinating. So the only thing we can do to speed up here is a speed booster, and try and move as optimally as possible. Unfortunately, the screen's going to get kind of blurry, and there's not much we can do about that. So I apologise in advance if you cannot tell what's going on. Sometimes I don't even know where I am and have to kind of go, where am I? Oh, I'm here, that's okay. It's a little bit tricky. I have just kind of memorised the movement here and memorised kind of roughly what the place looks like. Like, this is not the right way, this is the right way. See, there's a point, I got lost straight away. You can't die here, although you can fall off, which just spawns you again. So none of these guys are real. This is just literally just a hallucination, and we're just going to run past all of these guys. Something here we can do to do it a little bit faster is just run and jump off of this moving platform. And we're going to head up here. And we're going to have to kind of wait for stuff to kind of spawn in. So we can jump up here, but we have to kind of wait a second here before we can jump and pull ourselves up, otherwise we just fall. And now we're just doing a bit more parkour, jumping up here. And we're going to stand and wait here until this starts moving.
No, not this again.
And once the bottom one moves again, I'm going to side hop, and I'm over here now. Now, Kyle Crane is going to do his best Prince of Persia impression by jumping on pillars like this. If you haven't played Prince of Persia, then this joke is lost on you. Try not to fall off and die. I need a speed booster. I can. Okay, well, I can. Whatever. Who cares? So we use this reverse zipline. And then we're here. And we've got another cutscene. Unfortunately. The young prefer to get the fuck out. Oh, exactly. So this is still an hallucination. Where we find out that Jade has just injected us with the antizin to basically suppress our zombie.
I'm so sorry.
Here, I'm going to pause the game. And I'm going to drop my weapon. In the cutscene. Which seems bizarre, why I would drop my weapon in the cutscene. But I'm about to have a fight with Tahir, and for some reason the game is going to take all my weapons away, and I want a weapon to fight Tahir because it's faster. And again, Rise is just... We're sitting lying here, and Rise is not going to shoot us, or anything like that. He's just going to send in a bunch of lackeys to try and kill us, and, you know, the standard evil villain... I have a plan, this is what we're going to do. So Jade's going to show us off some pretty dank fighting skills by 1v4ing these guys. Although they do kind of wait to start attacking here. Unfortunately, this fight's not going to end well. Jade gave us the antizin, and now she's a zombie. Kill or be killed. Sorry, I find it hard not to talk and like just say the lines in this game because I played it so much. So, Crane is just killing all the zombies, and killing everybody that he knows. He killed Raheem, he's also now killed Jade. Yeah, so that happens. Although you can see above her head, very briefly, the weapon that I dropped in the cutscene. Because the weapon that we get given now, for some bizarre reason, even though there's no reason for my weapons to be taken away, they get taken away. Have to pay for F. No, F is for immersion, please. So, we're going to spawn in with a crap weapon. We're going to turn round. Oh, we're going to pick up our skull machete. We're going to get smacked in the face by Tahir.
Where is Rise?
And we're going to kill him. Just like that. We're going to drop the crap weapon. Hopefully not drop the good weapon, which is fine. And we're going to start side hopping again, because this is a walking simulator.
Troy, Jade.
So here we go.
Jade's dead.
One of the interesting facts about this game is that the voice actor for the main character is also the voice actor for... Oh my god, where am I going?
Saved my life,
For
Troy.
Ezio
Again.
in the Assassin's Creed series.
She died.
And they sound extremely different, which is great. I think it really shows, because I really like the voice acting in this game. Some of it's fantastic.
Why Jade sacrificed herself.
Oh,
So you
we're
would-
going to side hop all the way up here,
Savvy there. Has he figured out how to get a message through?
and we're going to kill these two guys.
I have to give you an amplifier that Savvy
And we're just going to stand and wait.
The signal jamming. I'll wait for
I'm going to pick up this sword just as a backup. But I don't think I'll need it.
Okay, Troy.
So I'm just waiting to use my stash, which is now... Oops. Collect everything that I need, and then I'm going to again have to rearrange my inventory because the game likes to take my weapons away. Where's my firecrackers? There they are. That's fine. 99 is fine. Oh, we're going to speed booster as well before we leave, and then we're just going to leave. So we're now leaving. That's why it's called acting. Yeah.
Jade and I are both infected, and Rice made us fight for it.
We're going to leave here, and then we're going to save warp back to the tower. So we're going to load out. Whoa, that's not the tower. We're going to save warp back to fan zone. And we have to do a couple more missions. We're almost done with the... Well, there's about, I don't know, about 30 minutes left of the run, which seems weird when I say we're almost done. But when you consider the last mission is about 10 minutes long,
Camden, it's Crane. Do you copy?
we're going to head over this way. We actually are. This is probably the kind of...
Yeah.
I call this the kind of
Listen,
ending
also
point of
found
the
Dr.
run.
Sarah's tissue
So I'm
samples.
heading over this
Bring
way.
them to you, but first there's something else I need to do.
Heading over here. And we're going to speak to Troy, who for some reason is not in her tower.
Last time. I'll be
She's in
touch.
another tower because she wants to be, I guess. Oh, zombie's going to try and grab me. If I can, which messes up my aim completely for grapples. Oh god. Well, that was sore. Yeah, okay, we're dead. That's fine. Delson and Infamous, is that Joel? I didn't realise. I've not played Infamous in a while. So we actually spawned back here, so that's fine. So we're gonna just
See you, Troy.
death warp up. That's the strat. Shh, it's the strat. It's fine. We're going to. Oh man, Troy Baker's so good. It's fine. It worked out. The game helped us. So we're gonna save warp to bunker, and we're gonna head over to the sewers. To another set of sewers, I guess actually. So we're heading down here. And now we're heading over to the third radio tower. But we're going to go to the sewers again. And once we get to the sewers... we're going to do as we always do. And that's doing out of bounds. And again, you'll see me getting levels throughout the game, but I don't even bother leveling up, because I don't need them. There's no point. Well, there is point to them, but I don't need them. So, the way I get out of bounds here is I jump up here, grab here, make sure I'm in the corner, and not get out of bounds. Come on, game. You know you want it. You know you want it. Let me out of bounds. Let me out of bounds, game. Oh my god, this game is trolling me. Sometimes this can be a little trolly. There we go. Crane just pulls himself out of bounds. Some of the skips in this game have been a bit trolly today, but that's okay. So now we're heading over here. A bit more out of bounds. We'll check and see if that guy spawned in. If he has, we can continue. We land here. And hopefully we don't fall off here. I did in practice. We get over here, we hit a trigger, and now we can just head on to the end of the level. We're going to jump through this. We're not even going to jump through the wall. I'm going to show you something a bit more interesting. Where we kind of just start to kind of pause for a second. It looks like we soft lock, and then we get through the door. So we're going to go for
I'm above ground and still in one piece.
a dive, a nice big dive. I'm not sure how good that dive was. I give it about a 7 out of 10. Didn't do a flip, so a bit disappointing. And now we're heading over to the third radio tower. I got caught on a rock there. That's a bit of a shame.
But I have to search.
So we're heading over here.
Not even be here?
Heading over here. Grappling underwater because we can. Up here we go. Whoops. And then we're going through here. And then here we need to grab a key card.
Shit, these fuckers again.
And it's right in here.
Yes, fucking finally.
Which Crane's going to complain about, like I'm going
Sally, I
slow.
got the key card.
Thanks, Crane, for your vote of confidence in my speedrunning abilities. So we're heading up here. Heading up here. I'm not grappling because I want to save my grapple in case. Jumping up here. Jumping up here. And then we're heading straight into this point. And then we're going to switch to firecrackers. Oh my god, that guy's going to explode. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That was a little scary, so I'll heal up here. So I have to turn on the transformers to turn on the radio, so I can activate the radio tower. And then this radio tower will allow me, or will allow us to contact the outside world, because the outside world has no idea if there are survivors still in the city. So there we go, throw some firecrackers just to get people out of my way. We need to activate this last control panel and then we'll start climbing. So we're going to go over here and we're going to go on top of this lamppost. Do a little... okay, we're going to fail that skip.
Just get to the top.
Oh, I need my speed booster, that's fine. So we're heading up to the top here. This is a big jump, there we go. And now we just need to kind of parkour our way up and run up here. Oh my god, I died! Oh no! We died, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. But that's okay. That's okay. You do have got to be fucking kidding me. Where are we? We're over here. Okay, so we're gonna head back over that way. Head back over here. Sometimes Crane just doesn't like to grab things, because even if you're holding the button, so like if I hold space here, like he should grab. There we go. So we're heading up the tower. This is a little slow. There's not much we can do. There's only one grapple I can really do here, and that's if we go up here, and there's a grapple right about here. To get a bit further up. There we go.
Yeah, got it.
Can you, oh my god, what? Crane, what the hell was that? Crane just likes to do crane things, it's fine. So we're going to head up to the top of this radio tower. There's not really a way to make this faster apart from just not killing people. I'm just trying to take an optimal way. We're going to jump at the top of this ladder because it avoids some climbing animation, and I always forget where I'm going there, I don't know why. It's like a blind spot for me. Although we do go right here because it is faster to go right than it is to go left. And we're almost at the top of the radio tower. If you're afraid of heights, you might not want to look. And then we're going to jump up to the corner. Pull ourselves up just through that object, who cares?
Of course, you wait till I'm all the way up.
And then there we go. The radio tower is done.
There? The amplifier's installed.
So once this dialogue is ended and the quest is updated, I'm just going to save warp. There we go. So we can save warp to the bunker. We cannot do that before then because the game will not let us change our quest when we're on a story quest at some point, which is very strange. Would allow for a lot more interesting stuff if we could, but unfortunately we're not able to. That's okay. So we're going to have to head back to the sewers because the game still needs us to leave the sewers. So we're heading over here. Heading over here, back down here again, and we're going to go through this door this time, because this is the exit to the sewers. And the game's going to go, make a really loud noise, there we go. And then we're instantly just going to turn around and leave. And that's just basically getting the trigger of us leaving that mission. So Crane is going to celebrate right now for us. Yes! Thank you. And then we're going to save warp again. So, almost done. Almost done. So, now we're going to head over to Dr. Camden, who we're going to take Zera's research to, and Zera's the guy who we tried to rescue earlier. Unfortunately, he died, which is a bit of a shame. But we're going to go and see Dr. Camden and give him the research so he can do it. These guys will spawn in to ruin everybody's immersion. We're just going to cut their heads off. We're going to grab this zombie statue, because why not? There's nothing else to do. And we're just going to sit and wait.
Name's Crane.
I don't need this weapon, so I'm going to throw it away.
Push the button for the bottom floor.
Got it.
So we have to sit and wait for this dialogue to end. There's nothing else to do here apart from to wait for the elevator to come up, so I'm just going to throw grenades at zombies, because it's fun. Oh, does he actually, Ali? I've never seen that. So we throw grenades, just like this, and then we can go in. I have run out of speed booster here, but I'm not going to use it until we're actually in the clinic, because there's no point. Ba-da-ba-ba. He's just happy to see you. So now we're in the clinic. And like any good interior to this game, this is kind of broken. And for most of it, we'll be out of bounds. But we'll get to that when we get to that. So I'm going to just speed booster here, just so I have one available ready. And I can use one at other time. I still have a bunch. It's no problem. So once this dialogue ends, we'll be able to leave the elevator. There we go. And like any good dying light elevator, the elevator gets stuck, so we have to pull it open because Crane is now getting pretty swole from opening all these. We're going to head back through. Oops. And basically what we're going to do here is just jump onto this light if we can. And just get out of bounds. Why not? Easy. Jump back down in here, pick up this key, which is what we need. These zombies are going to be a bit confused, and we're going to just pull ourselves out of bounds again. Why not? Oh, we almost put ourselves in bounds there. That was a bit scary. And we're going to head over here. So now we just have to stand and wait for this dialogue to end. Normally you'd be running through, but this out of bounds right now saves about 3 or 4 seconds. I'm pretty sure it's not even that much. It may be about 10 seconds, I'm not sure, but it's really not that long because we have to stand and wait for dialogue anyway.
From a guy with monstrous tendencies to a full-blown monster. You'll have to run the decontamination protocol to unlock the door.
So once he says that line of dialogue, we can jump through.
Without full power, though, that's where the generators come.
We have to fight some zombies.
Get to the offices. Once you're there, I'll put you in the right direction.
So we're going to stand in the corner and try not to die. And there we go. And again, we need to stand and wait. A lot of this is just waiting on triggers while we're just jumping out of bounds. So we need to wait for this guy to open the door, because at this point we'd be standing on the other side of the door waiting for this dialogue to end. So, yeah. It's... You can just die up there, you'll spawn on the other side of the door, it's not really a big deal. So we stand here, wait for the door to open. Once the door is opened, come on, there we go. We just pull ourselves out of bounds. Again. And then here, we're going to jump onto this vent, which is good to trigger it. And then we're going to head over here. Oh god. Okay, now what we're going to try and do now is trigger this from here. Which we just hold into, if we can get it. It's a bit tricky. There we go. We just hit that trigger there, we can continue, still going out of bounds. Break our legs as we land inbounds. And then we're going to activate these 3 generators.
Good job. Alright, now head back to the decontamination room.
Man, good job, thanks. Here we're just going to distract these zombies because fighting them is slow. Nothing much to do here, I need to wait for another trigger. There we go. And then we're just going to run, oops, and then press this button.
Push the button by the door to begin the process.
So these guys are just going to die here, and we have to wait for them to die before we can get through. Even though we're super overpowered and we probably could kill all these zombies ourselves. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wouldn't be a problem for us. Camden's just, oh there's 6 zombies. Camden's just looking out for us. He doesn't want us to get hurt. You know, it's fine. It's no problem. I appreciate it, Camden. You're looking out for me. So once these doors open, we'll go run and speak to Dr. Camden and give him Dr. Zero's research.
Now you can come in.
Oh, wait. What? I've never done that before. I've never done that before. Okay, we'll just wiggle here. I didn't know you could do that. Okay, that's fine. That doesn't actually do anything. There's no point in that out of bounds, but that was interesting. The grapple in this game is kind of weird. Now we just need to leave the clinic. So, well, and just leave Dr. Camden to work on a... now we're going to just leave Camden to work on his research. On his research for a cure. So hopefully he can find something and he can cure the zombies of this plague. So now we're heading up for another GRE call. Unfortunately. Although, we're going to skip it.
I know, Doc. I'll be careful.
There are 2 calls here.
Need to figure out where things stand.
Well, we're going to try and skip it. There are 2 calls here. And we're actually coming up to probably the hardest trick in the game. Or one of the hardest tricks in the game. So we're going to head up this tower here. We need to head to the top of this tower to take these calls. So we got this crack. Okay. So we're going to blow ourselves up.
Hey, Troy. Give the samples.
We're going to skip this first phone call.
I'm going to go have a little talk with the GRE.
And this may seem slower. But it actually saves about 2 minutes. So now at this point, the game thinks us we're still up in that tower taking the call. When we actually died. We cannot run here. We cannot jump. Well, we can jump, sorry. We can't use any speed boosters. We can still kick and stuff, but we have to move really slowly. We can also still grapple, which is wonderful. So we're going to grapple our way back up the tower. And this is one of the hardest points in the speedrun. Okay, hopefully we can grab something there. Where I'm going to have to try and kill myself here. I didn't get it. Okay. That's a shame. You have to throw the grenade and pull yourself over quick enough to land to start the phone call. I can try again. It's not a big deal. Because the game still thinks I'm in the first phone call. This is a very, very, very hard trick. Normally if I don't get it in a run once, I'll just take the set through the phone call. So we're head back up, and we'll try and do this again. Hopefully he grabs. There we go. Did he? I don't think he threw the grenades.
This is Crane. Do you
Okay.
copy?
He actually didn't throw the grenades, so we're going to have to sit through the phone call. I apologize, guys. We need to sit through this.
Where are you?
Basically what would happen is I would kill myself and skip this entire dialogue and be able to warp straight away. I think I should put back into that. Sorry. Because now we need to listen to Rise just talk nonsense.
Jade. For everything, I would fucking kill you.
Well, technically, Crane, you killed Jade, but I understand it. It's a very hard trick because the timing is very difficult. Why am I not doing what? I'm being slow on purpose. Well, I failed the trick, and if I go for the trick again, I need to do both parts of it.
There is no war.
So,
There's only your fucked up
which is
outlook.
why it's actually just as quick to just sit through the dialogue if you fail it like that. So we're almost in the last mission after this phone call. It's a shame that we didn't get that that skip, but it's okay. It happens. So we just have to stand and wait. There's not really nothing I can do here, unfortunately. There is sometimes a way to land here, take the phone call and drop off, but it's incredibly difficult to do. It's even harder than the grenade strat. But this is actually a strat I failed a couple of times in practice, and then I managed to get it a few times. So it was kind of one of these things, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. So once the quest is updated, which it has done, we're going to now save warp to the quarantine zone that we picked up after the arena, all that time ago. And now we're heading up to the last mission. And this mission is around about, I don't know, 10 minutes long or something. So, the grappling hook is about to leave us very soon, unfortunately. As much fun as the grappling hook is, the game is going to take it away from us. If I can go the right way, there we go. So we're heading up here. The grappling hook now disappears. We cannot use it anymore. And we're now in the last mission, where we need to confront Rise at the top of his tower and speak to him about all the naughty things he's done. And unfortunately, our antizen has started wearing off. So the game is going to make us go a little bit slower here. all we can do is just take our speed booster, which we have done, and then go into this cutscene here. It's just not that long.
Oh, shit, what the hell?
Yeah, we'll make it pretty easy. It's maybe not 10 minutes long. I think it's probably about yeah, it's about another 9 minutes, I guess. Unless I die. So now we're heading through here, and all we're going to do is just run, and hopefully this guy doesn't hit us, which he does. Whatever. So we'll keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running. We need to wait for the next trigger, which is now. It's fine. And in here we're going to meet the baby zombie, who we skipped earlier. And hopefully I'm going to kill him before he gets his attack off. So we land, we're going to jump, and we're going to kill that baby. And that allows us to do a skip of his animation. We're going to speed booster, and we're going to start running. As fast as we can. And all this is just trying to be as optimal as possible. We take the right one here because it's slightly faster. Just have a quick look behind us, just for funsies. And we're going to head up here, jumping through here, and all we're doing is just trying to be as optimal as possible. For some reason, Rise has his place full of zombies. Here's why not. There's one right there, right in front of me. Oh, they're too far away. I like looking behind me sometimes, just for a bit of fun. So we're coming up to the last jump here. And hopefully he grabs the ladder. He has not before, and then everybody starts falling and dying while we're still climbing. And they just kind of stand and wait. We're going to jump over here. Ever so slightly faster. And now we're done with that section. And again, we're going to start side hopping here because it's slightly faster. And then we're just going to try and get ourselves up here. There's a tiny... Much of this is really just... Oh god. Well, not that. That's not bad. I was going to say it's tiny optimization, but that's not an optimization at all. That's bad. There we go. Just tiny optimizations of getting up here. And I'm not going to speed booster here because I'd rather my speed booster lasted later. And now we're going to get to the best elevator music in the game. Well, in any game, in any medium you've ever seen. Here we go. Oh yes, that's my jam. So the best kind of music. There's a zombie up here I'm going to shoot, just because he gets in our way later on. So I'm going to wait for his head. So he moved over, nice. So there we go, we got his head. And we're going to be somewhere near the top. And we're ready to go. What a rush. So now we need to just start running through all these zombies. Excuse me, sirs. Excuse me. Excuse me. We're just going to have Tony Jar our way through this. Head up here. And unfortunately, Rise has stabbed Kareem. And we like Kareem. Kareem's a good guy. He gives us our stuff back after the arena. So we do a big jump there. And I'm hoping that this zombie's going to play nice to show off something cool. And it looks like he will. Yes, he will. Fantastic. So if he sort of stays over here, we're going to jump off his head and land here and try not to die. Oh, we died. Fantastic. We missed the... Damn it. Okay. We meant to do that. We meant to land there, but it's okay. We got a stagger animation there, which killed us. So we have to run back here and grab a trigger, if I can get through here. Thank you. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We've died a few times in this run. Oh no, we died again. Nice. Because Crane just refuses to grab. So we're going to try and make our way back over here again. There we go, Crane. Well done. We need to shoot this guy. Because he explodes and we just didn't shoot him. Okay. Crane, could you do stuff? So there we go. And then we head up here. And we're heading up the ladder. This is Prox, what? Damn, bro, that's mean. Poor Proxy. This speed booster for later. And there's not much to do here. This is just literally climbing ladders and jumping as early as possible to get up. I think there's one more ladder. Is there one more ladder after this? I think. Yeah. So, whoa, whoa, whoa. Settle down, Crane. So there's about another 5 minutes left of the run. We're almost done. Heading up here. Heading up here. And now, the reason I use the speed booster and sort of stood still is because if I use the speed booster, I should be able to make a more optimal jump here, like this. Which will mean I don't have to move over to the right at all. Good. And then here we go up here. And then we're running over here. Try to do this as optimal as possible. And then there comes a point here where there's not really a strap for this section, which is about to come up. The strap for this section is literally spam space and pray. And, or, well, you know, die, whatever. Die again, who cares? Dying quite a lot right now on this mission, it's fine. Did you get up there, Crane? So, yeah, here, we're going to go up here, and we're just sort of going to spam jump, and that's all, and hold shift, and that's all we can do. I just pray that we don't die, and pray that we make it over here. And we did. Fantastic. Oops. And then we have our final grapple of the game. And there we go. We're back. We're into the final fight of the game. A few unintended deaths, but that's fine. So now we get to confront Rise with the most innovative and the most immersive of all game mechanics for this fight. And you might have heard of it, you might not have, and it's called a quick time event. And it's just so much fun. ASDWAA. Well, I've done this a few times, so I've memorized it. So we press A. There's not really much to talk about here. There's no strategy right now. Nem's not allowed to play Dying Light. I'm sorry. It's my game. I'm kidding.
You are right about one thing, Crane.
So we just kind of have to wait for him to keep attacking. Not much. There's nothing we can do to speed it up here. This should always be the same pace unless you die. Oh, don't worry, Brood. We'll get to that. Don't spoil it. And so there's a W, and then there's like 3 more A's or something. Punch, 1 more A, and then I think we have the spam F right now. Okay. So we're going to spam F for the immersion. And there's not much we can do here. And we stab Rise in the gut. Yay! And we're almost done. We're almost done. Now, Rise to me looks a bit kind of sore. So we're going to do something for Rise. And we're just going to do this. My game will lag like hell here, by the way. In this cutscene, without losing any in-game time because I went through the quest menu, I can do this. Okay, my game is going to lag. Hopefully it doesn't crash. And we're just going to give him a bunch of flowers. Because why not?
Do it, I won't fight you. Just as you killed her here. Do it!
Yeah, we could do that at any point in the game.
You want me to make my own rules?
I love it. It's fantastic.
Rule number 1.
I mean, to be honest, it looks like you could do with a med kit as well. I think I have a few med kits. I do have a few med kits. We'll give him that many. Here's some med kits.
Goddamn life in fucking agony.
Here's some med kits, dude. Hopefully you get better. So, we can do this. Give him some flowers, give him some med kits. And again, if I go in through the quest menu, I don't lose any in-game time. So technically I can do that on any speedrun and never lose time. And there he is! In all his glory! So time will be soon, but I will need to wait until the end of the final cutscene before I'm able to check the in-game time as well. Don't ask me why, it's just the way the game works. So we have this, there's another fight with Rise. Again, if you're afraid of heights, you probably should have looked away about 20 seconds ago, or this whole game. So time will be soon. And I will tell you, I will just shout time when it happens. So be ready. All we do now is spam F one more time. Shouldn't have given him the med kits. Fantastic. It is stopped after the last input. So time will be very shortly. We have to spam F one more time. Here we go. He's going to try and throw us off, but we're just going to stab him in the neck. And if you're ready, Ali, if you're ready, time. That's time. So we stab Rise in the neck, and we throw him off the building. So now we just have to sit through 20450. I had about the same. Not bad, not bad. Now we have to kind of sit and wait for a few seconds, just for this final cutscene, where Crane decides that he's going to become the... He's going to basically stay in Haran and help out. So...
What do you want?
Next one is you, so no hurry. Cool, no worries. So, we're waiting for the end of this cutscene, just basically to get to the end credits, because there's a save that happens or something, which gives us our final in-game time. Just the way this game's coded or works, I guess. So yeah, Crane now tells the GRE to basically bugger off, and he's going to stay in Haran and help everyone. No, anymore it's not, because Crane's a legend. So he's basically told the GRE to go away, and they're leaving just now, and he now has the cure, so he's able to basically control what the GRE are going to do. Or not the cure, but pretty much the cure. As Camden is very close to basically getting one. Yeah, I know Zero, because he's grand. He's like, I'm fine. Those biceps, he's so swollen. One of the things I do have to say this game is I absolutely love the music. I think it's a fantastic score. It's really, really well done. It's a very good game. It's a very fun speed game. It's very fast. And I really hope that more people run it, because they should. And there we go. We skip the final cutscene. We skip the end credits, and we go back into our play menu, and we see that our in-game time was 1:56:49, which was that's pretty good. That's about 3 minutes off, about 4 or 5 minutes off my PB. 4 minutes, 5 minutes. What's my PB? It's like 1:51. I don't even know what my PB is anymore. So it's a little bit off our PB, which is quite good. Less than 10 minutes off of world record. Quite a few. No, there was a few. I think there was a few more than 2 deaths. So yeah, that's Dying Light, guys. I'd like to thank the wonderful Emerald Alley for having me run at Fleet Fest, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the game. And I hope you stick around. Ali is running next. I'm not sure what you're running next, Ali. It just said mystery game, or is it a mystery game? Stick around. Watch her. She's awesome. She's a great person. It's for a great cause, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I'm going to call it right here. Thank you very much, and take care. Love you all. Bye bye.